We're filming.
Ready for my close-up?
Ready for the bloops. The bloops. I know he getting in my panties. No, it's not that kind of show. Oh my god. Hi.
Hi guys!
So, I asked y'all on Insta. Well, hello beautiful glam girls. Welcome back to another video. Oh my god. I feel like this has me looking hella big. But it's fall. I want to be comfy. I want to be cute. I want to be Insta. So I'm wearing a big sweater. Whatever. So this is one of my besties, Elena.
Hi guys! Oh, I'm out of the angle.
Hi. So say what you want to say about yourself. Introduce yourself to the people.
So my name is Elena.
I always say it wrong. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Elena.
That's how I pronounce it. Tell me how you pronounce it.
I'm Latina, so I say Elena.
Elena, Selena, Zelina. No,
exactly.
It's Elena. I pronounce it Elena. E-L-E-N-A. However, I know
everyone's gonna be like, it's Elena, girl. Okay, they want to call you Selena.
Okay.
Then again, I mean, Selena did say Selena. Elena, right. Selena. You changed my fucking life. Oh, I forgot to put my rings on again.
Oh boy. You're not married then. You're not married. Guys, I went to the wedding, but it was all fake.
She's not wearing a ring, so it's
not
not
real. It was a wedding for views.
I didn't even do it. Well, there's a wedding video, but I can't wait to see it. Oh my god, yeah. I can't wait to see it. So on Instagram, I asked you guys what you want to see more of on my channel, and I got a lot of requests for like a girl chat video. Yeah. And we already have plans for her to come over tonight and us to hang out, and we always have a great time. We just had like a super deep conversation. And crying and all of that jazz. No makeup, busted, crusted, mustard, and disgusted.
Yes, that's her new phrase.
I love it. It's so funny.
That's her new phrase.
Busted, busted,
and crusted, and disgusted.
Okay.
Oh,
what?
Oh, you can follow me on Because I'm Elena.
There you go. I'm gonna put it here.
Oh my god, lower thirds.
Follow her on Instagram. So
me following ball. Okay, go ahead.
So I was like, what do you guys want to see more of, right? And you guys said girl chat, so it was perfect that she was coming over, and I was like, why don't we film a girl chat? Because we have really good conversation.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have a lot of friends, but out of all my friends, you're the one that I feel like we have the best conversation. Aww. Like, we don't see each other that often, or we don't even text that often.
No.
But when we see each other, we will talk all night. Yes. Like, the last time she was here till like 2 a.m. Yeah. And Antonio was like in bed sleeping, and we're
snoring.
Oh my god. And we have like deep convo, like life stuff, family stuff. Yeah. So I thought she's like the perfect person as a friend to bring on to chat it up. Like, we could have a show.
Yeah.
What would we call it? Oh. Not the real. Has to be something about butts, because we have very voluptuous shapes over here. It can't just say the butts, because that doesn't sound good.
No, it would probably be something like, you know, beauty, booty.
Ooh.
And foodie. But I want something with conversation too. So
beauty, booty.
Ooh. And what could go with like something with talky?
Chatty. Booty.
Beauty, booty.
There's no word. You guys tell us what you think in the comments, and then maybe we can make this like a series.
Sure.
We talk on the channel, and then maybe you can make a channel.
Oh yes,
right? They're gonna be like, "Is that
yeah, I would love to."
They're gonna
get really nervous, guys. I get really nervous about it, but I love YouTube. I really do. Like, I hardly turn on my TV.
Yeah, me too. I just let it autoplay all day.
Yeah, I'm constantly on my tablet watching YouTube videos.
I love that you can see so much different content than you do on like TV. Yeah. And you can see anything about anything at any time. Yeah. Like anything, if I'm cooking and there's like a particular recipe, YouTube has it. Exactly. You're fixing something, YouTube has it.
I always say I'm going to the University of YouTube. You know, if I don't know anything, hold up. Let me look at.
Let me YouTube it. Maybe it's because there's too many pillows here. I'm a pillow girl. Y'all know that. So
yeah, she's got pillow. Go. This is a pillow. This pillow over here.
And there's more over there. And there's more.
Hold on. This
oh,
pillow.
the sparkly one.
Yeah,
bring the sparkly one over.
Okay.
Sparkles here.
Sparkles. Look at the pillows over everywhere. Okay.
When you have ass though, you gotta move the pillows.
Well, that is a pillow.
Okay.
It's a natural pillow.
I agree. So, after all of that, the point was I asked you guys what you want to see, girl chat. So, let's see what the questions are. Where do you get your inspiration for all that beautiful house decor?
Oh, this is definitely for you because no one's seen my house.
Inspiration. I guess Pinterest. Like,
Pinterest is...
I just Pinterest whatever I'm thinking, like whatever I'm feeling. Like right now I'm switching to like a silver, black, white, and gray theme, and I'm gonna do the same for my Christmas decor, and I cannot wait for you guys to see.
Last year was blue.
Yes, last year
really
did
cool. Navy, really beautiful.
Yes, and so this year it's still gonna be dark, but I'm gonna do a formal Christmas, a black tie Christmas tree.
Okay.
So that's the theme. So it's gonna be like bow ties, icy. It's gonna be really cute. So yeah. So what I stupid. So what I do is like when I get an idea of what I want and I'm not sure how to execute it, I'll go to Pinterest, and that kind of fires up my inspiration. And then I go to Home Goods and I'll start picking out the things that kind of look like that. Yeah. But I did do a video on, like, I did a video called 5 Ways to Glam Up Your Home. So I'll leave that in the cards and down below for you guys to check it out. I talked about that more there. Have you had laser hair removal? Would you recommend?
I have not had laser, but I was considering it at one point.
Yeah. But it's painful.
Yeah. Yeah, and then like the smell of burnt hair.
Ooh, I didn't even think of that. And burnt flesh.
Yeah, the smell of it.
I did laser on my face, not for hair. It was like a treatment. It was the Clear and Brilliant treatment from Laser Away, I think it's called. They do a lot of work with influencers. Yeah. So they reached out to me, and I did the Clear and Brilliant, which it didn't do anything. Not that I'm knocking it, because I only did one treatment. But
right, usually they take
but it was like a very soft laser, but just that experience, I was like, I don't know, it puts me off. I think also for me, because I'm plus size, that kind of like, I don't know, I feel like there's an insecurity with it for me.
That's even with like even waxing, right?
Yeah, I never got waxed.
Yeah, me either. I'm scared of that. I don't like just it getting stuck in my underwears if I'm wearing like maybe a mesh underwear and I just shaved or something like that, and like the hair's growing back and it sticks. Yeah, and you're just like, you start to like, oh my god. Yeah, I'm very sensitive to pain. I don't know how. And
I just don't want someone seeing all my stuff like that.
See, that doesn't bother me. That don't bother me, because if you're a professional, I did my research and I'm going to a professional, then I expect you to be.
But like all in your butthole and stuff?
Yeah, go ahead, girl. I'll do all again.
I can't. I don't want to
get it all. Like, yeah, I don't mind. As long as you get all the hair, because that's what I paid for, right? That's what I paid for. So I want all the hair out. But yeah, my pain threshold
mine is very low.
Not as high.
Like I was just telling her, if you poke me, I bruise. Like it hurts. I've cried from getting poked hard, because I have a 11-year-old brother, and you know boys, they a mess. Right. And like he poked me really hard. I think Antonio did it too, and he's a man. And they don't realize how strong they are, and I cried. And I don't know if something's wrong with me, y'all. Y'all need to tell me. I think I'm dying, but
tender-skinned.
I'm very tender.
Tender-skinned.
But you know what's crazy? Not head. I'm not tender-headed.
No, tender-skinned.
Okay. What's your favorite chick flick? Oh, that's fun.
Oh, I've got so many. Ooh. The Sweetest Thing.
Oh yeah, we watched it.
Favorite.
Didn't we? Oh, we watched it.
Yeah, we started watching it. Yeah, the penis song. Oh my god.
Your penis is so big. Your penis is so large.
And then I go hard. I freaking love that movie.
Oh my god.
So that's a true girl a chick flick.
Yes.
And then
I love that movie too.
I really love White Chicks. I think
it's funny, but I don't go. I don't
write a letter.
I don't think of it. I I don't think of it as a movie that I care to watch over and over again. That's just not my... It's funny, like, if it's on and everybody's watching it, I'm gonna watch it and I'm gonna fucking laugh.
Yeah.
But it's not the movie that I think, like, I'm dying to see white chicks, it's so funny. I actually prefer guy chick flicks. I don't know if anyone knows what this means, because I don't think anyone has ever given it a action title. Movies? No. Okay. That's what I'm movies like I Love You Man. Okay. Role models.
So bromance movies.
Bromance movies I like more. Movies. Okay. Not because I'm like, I'm just such a cool chick. Yeah. Like, no, I'll cry at the Notebook, don't get me wrong. Right. I'm not that extra. Like, I like the guy stuff, but I do like the guy stuff.
Confession, I've never seen The Notebook. Confession.
This is why we fuck with you. This is why I love her.
Confession, I've never seen The Notebook.
You don't need to watch it. You ain't missing nothing. Yeah. If you're not a romantic like that, it's not... It makes me cry because it's fucking... It's freak... I curse too much. It's really sad. But it's not the kind of movie that I want to watch. Like, why would I want to be depressed? Right. Like, sis. Right. No, thank you.
That's how I feel, honestly, about movies that are... you know, slavery and like I just have to be in the
I've never seen that famous one, Roots.
Oh my gosh, never saw it. It's tough. It's you have to be in a mindset to watch certain things like that.
I can't.
I'll watch it. It's just I just have to know that this is what I'm watching, and then right after, even with not only that, but even with like scary movies, I have to watch a cartoon right after. So that's my buffer. That's chaser. That's my chaser. That's my chaser.
I do that too. Like if I see, she doesn't drink.
I don't drink, so it's a chaser, right?
We have water.
Water. That's agua.
It's detox water. So we have cucumber, strawberry, orange infused water, and then I have cucumber, strawberries, and she has strawberries.
Refreshing.
Tastes really good. Stay hydrated, gals. Absolutely. It's really good for everything. Wow, that was a really loud laugh. I prefer the bromance type of movies. I like more of guy humor, crude humor. Okay. More R-rated stuff. I don't like chick flicks that much. But my favorite chick flick ever is Moulin Rouge. Really? I love Moulin Rouge. Okay. I love that movie.
I wouldn't consider it a chick flick, sound. Okay.
Really?
I don't know.
I guess because it's a love story, so I consider it. That's how romantic I am.
Okay.
Okay. So,
do you guys consider Moulin Rouge a chick flick?
I guess we'll find out in the comments.
Yeah. I'll be eager to read your comments.
Okay. What kind of bras do you use and where do you purchase from? Your girls always look so pretty. I get mine from Victoria's Secret. That's the secret. That's it.
Yeah, so I don't like Victoria's Secret bras.
Why?
They're very uncomfortable to me.
Have you tried every single one?
No, but what I have on my experience with that, I don't feel that. I like a wide band. And Victoria's Secret doesn't. See, and Victoria's Secret doesn't have. And plus, my tetas are a little bit bigger than yours.
What are you?
I am.
Yeah, I think we had this conversation.
I am a 38 double D.
I'm a 36 triple in Victoria's Secret.
See, but I don't know. I just know that I feel like my tetas are bigger than hers, so I just don't like a skinny strap. Yeah. Maybe for a certain occasion.
This is too skinny?
That's too skinny, and it's gonna dig in my
I don't have that problem. So yours are heavier then.
Yeah, I have very heavy, feeders.
And mine are not really heavy. They sag, but they're not heavy. Look.
They're very light.
They're very...
Those are light.
Yeah.
No, mine's are...
No, yeah, I feel the difference.
Speaking of, it's a breast cancer awareness month, right?
Check yourselves, ladies. And we're both wearing some form of pink.
Yes.
So yay. But yeah, mine are like marshmallowy, and yours are more
firm. They're firm.
Melony for sure. Like they're good melons. Mine are really soft. Like you see how they're very pliable. Like you can squish them down with tape. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I've tried the boob tape thing that Kim Kardashian does, and it doesn't work for me.
No,
because the tape just does this.
Works for me.
I've never tried. I want to try.
Oh, please do try. brassy bra works. That stuff really works. Sponsor, not sponsored.
I was gonna say, are you? Because
no, not sponsored. Wish I was sponsored.
Right?
They should be my first sponsorship for my YouTube
right?
channel. But
shit.
Yeah, brassy.
So where do you get yours from?
Oh, my bras.
For the heavy tetas.
For the heavy tetas, believe it or not, is Target.
Oh, yes.
Target. Yes, the Gillen. What is it? Gillen and Melinic, something like that. But
Gillen, Magillan for
yeah, something like that. They have pretty decent bras. At least I enjoy those bras. Or sometimes I really do sports bras. Oh, and also with Ashley Stewart. I love their.
So you like a real, like, supportive, thick.
I do.
Plus size girl bra.
I really do.
I'm always that fat bitch trying to wear skinny bitch clothes because I like to be sexy. So like I'm wearing the Victoria's Secret. Like, but I've tried a bunch of their different ones. I've tried the padded ones. I've tried it non-padded. I've tried all different ones, and I finally found the one I like. And this is the Angel Light, and it's very light. There's barely any padding. So that's why my boobs look so small. Right. Because I used to wear stuff with more padding. Yeah. And I was like, like my boobs were always in my neck. Yeah, that's and I don't like that feeling. I like, you see how much space there is between like my neck and my boobs? I like the feeling of my boobs feeling smaller and more natural. But they give me enough push that if I go like this and bring them to the front, then I get cleavage. The cleave. And I got a big gap here, so I need that extra. Yeah, so Victoria's Secret, and I only buy them when they're on sale, when they're the 2 for
same thing,
35 or something, because I'm not spending $60 on a bra.
No, like, same thing with Ashley Stewart.
Who's doing that?
Ashley Stewart does the butterfly bras, which I really like because it has 2 bands in the back, so it actually helps. That would hurt me. Yeah, I know, it's 2 wide bands in the back, and it really smooths your back out. And
this is like a shapewear bra.
Yeah, it's an intense bra. It's an intense bra.
It's strapping you in for real.
They're not going anywhere. Okay, they are like sitting underneath your chin, like safe and secure. Gotcha. But yeah, I do like. But today I'm just wearing a zipper like front.
Oh, she's really in there.
Yeah.
She's strapped up.
I'm strapped.
She's about to drop out of a plane and shit. I love to see her closet someday. I love her style and decor. Thank you so much. What flowers make you forgive your husband?
This question is definitely
okay. I just got married, so we haven't had to do that yet, where he has to bring me flowers. But flowers, that's not our thing. It's never been our thing. A couple of times he brought me flowers as like a I'm sorry thing, but we don't really do that. Flowers for us is more for, we have flowers all the time because we just like it as decor and it like livens your space. But for us, flowers are for birthdays and Valentine's days. I don't expect him to bring me flowers if I'm mad. If I'm mad, I want him to talk to me, and I want to talk about it, and I want us to kiss and make up. Like you know, flowers, that ain't gonna do nothing. Right. I could go outside and pick a flower. That don't mean you sorry.
That's right. I agree with that. I agree with that.
Sir.
Yeah.
Do you have spa days at home? If so, what's your ritual?
Oh yeah, I have spa days at home. My ritual is a nice face mask. Yeah. Definitely have to have a face mask, whether it be the sheet or something that you are putting on your face. Some like nectarish or something that's moisturizing and hydrating.
Do you have any favorites? Either way, regular or sheet?
I think the sheets are fun because now they have ones that have like faces on them.
I know, I did one that was an emoji, like the smiley, and it was so creepy and funny at the same time.
See, so those
I think I did it on a plane.
Oh,
do those on a plane,
and that's also
everyone loves those.
They're very portable. Yes. See, with the mask that you have to put on your face, you have to carry
clean your hands. You have to wash your face.
You know, the sheet you just and put it on. And
they're good for when you're taking a bath too. Right. Because when you're taking a bath, if you're using hot water, the steam opens your pores, and then the sheet mask can absorb. But if you sweat, you don't feel it because the sheet mask is absorbing. Whereas if you're wearing a mask that's like a clay, if you're sweating in the bathtub, it just starts to peel off and it's pointless. So sheet masks are good for baths too. And like you said, because there's no rinse, you can do it before makeup, which I like to do as well. Like you do a brightening one before makeup. And do you have any ones for like any place in particular you like to buy them? Or
TJ Maxx, Marshalls.
That's where they have.
Of course, Sephora is good too, but
TJ Maxx is where you get the deal.
That's what you get, the real deals. And
Target too.
Target.
I forgot what they're called. But they have different ones that smell like coffee and different stuff like that.
Coffee is really great for the skin.
I love the coffee one. Yeah. It's good for like your blood vessels, getting the blood flowing, exfoliating.
Caffeine, right?
Caffeine is really good for livening up your skin and getting the blood flowing and keeping you young, honey. For me, I take baths all the time. I literally take a bath almost every day, depending on how busy I am. Baths are like an everyday thing for me. I have to. It's my way of unwinding. If I have a really busy day and I'm too tired, I will at least try to take a hot shower and just stand there for a minute. But baths keep me sane, and I have candles in my bathroom all the time. I use bath salts. I use bubble bath.
For the bath, and don't sniff.
Yeah, for the bath. That sounds bad, right? Bubble bath. I do masks. I will do everything all like in one day. Like I'll say, okay, today I'm gonna tweeze my brows, do a face mask, do a hair mask, shave, take a bath, and do all that. But on a daily basis, I'm taking baths all the time. You just have to. At least for me. Like I need that. I need that.
Confession, I've lived at my place for about 12 years and have yet to take a bath in my tub. I grew up doing bubble baths. I grew up, especially that it's time for you to bathe because your hands are all wrinkled type of thing. But as an adult living in my apartment, for the past like 12 years, I have never taken a bubble bath in my apartment.
That you hadn't taken a bath in your place, and I'm a little freaked out by that.
Yeah.
I'm a little bothered. I'm a little bothered. I'm a little shook.
I'm gonna shook it.
I'm shook. Shook it to my core.
Freaking core.
Yes, don't demonetize me, please.
To her freaking core.
To my freaking core. I'm shook it.
I will try it. Sooner or later, I will try, and I will want to try some baths.
I'm disgusted by you right now.
Well, I'm still clean.
No, not because of that. But I'm disgusted by your lack of self-care.
Oh. Because I don't take bubble baths? First of all,
bubble baths are everything.
You know what I don't like about bubble baths? When I see, like when I've seen in a commercial where a girl is like shaving her legs in the bubble bath. To me, that's disgusting because you're bathing in your loose hairs. Like, that I don't get.
I can't do that.
I don't get.
Like, I've tried it a couple times, and then when I start seeing the hair floating, I'm like, no,
I can't.
I get up and when I take a bubble bath and I'm planning on shaving, I take my bath first and then when I'm ready to get out, I get up, shower, and shave.
That makes sense.
And then I wash with soap so that I'm cleansing from stewing.
Yes.
Because if you're laying there, you should like just rinse off. You can't really rinse off that well. That's it. I'll wash my hair in the bathtub, put the shampoo, rinse in the bath because it's shampoo. It doesn't really bother me. And then I put conditioner and I'll stay like that. But then I rinse the conditioner in the shower, not bath.
Okay.
Because I just think it's gross to like rinse the conditioner because then you get all oily.
And your pores are open, so it's taking in all the dirt that you're trying to wash out of your hair. So it doesn't make sense to me. So it's an ordeal. Yeah, it's a lot to deal with. But if I was just to go in, just to soak, drink my water, and detox and all that, that's fine. That's fine. But I'm not there for shaving. I'm not there to do anything.
You gotta just lay with the bath salts.
Yeah.
What do you do when it's just one of those days where you have low self-esteem? It's getting serious, Elena. It's getting serious.
Oh my gosh. Low self-esteem days. I just go through it. I'm human. I go through it. It's okay to have those days.
Do you sulk though, or do you?
Yes, sometimes I do. Okay. Sometimes I do. It is what it is. It could be my hormone balance, you know. I could be going through my menstrual. I could be going, you know, whatever the case may be. Yeah. It is what it is, and you just go through it. You try to keep positive that, you know, this day will come to an end, and you know, tomorrow's a new day, or you know, the next hour is going to be a new hour. You know, but if it is what it is, and if I'm feeling this way, then just let me be.
I hear you.
Let me be.
Yeah.
Let me go through the motions. Sometimes I just want to go through the motions.
Yeah,
and I'll feel better. I'll feel better.
Because I'm the same way in that sense. Like I self-soothe as well. And I don't like people trying to bring me out of something when you're
not ready.
I want to just, you're
not ready.
Like, we're all allowed as people to feel those bad feelings. I think the danger is when you really don't know how to get yourself out, and that leads to depression. Because I believe, and this is me, like I have not to be like, oh my god, I'm educated, but I do, just putting it out there, that I have a bachelor's in psychology. So for me, I believe personally that there's depression. There's two types of depression. There's the depression that comes from a real hormonal or chemical imbalance or whatever, and then there's the depression that's a deep sadness that comes from not being able to pull yourself out of those days. Because anybody can fall into that, where something happens, there's a circumstance, you're going through something, and it just can really bring you down. And if you don't have the ability to pull yourself out, it'll just progress and get worse, and it can lead to depression. But if you know that you're strong enough to pull yourself out, and you're like, I'll be okay in 2 days, it's okay to be in that place. But if it's been a week and a half or 2 weeks, then that's when it's like, okay, this is not just a low self-esteem day.
Seek help.
This is depression, or this is anxiety, or this is whatever, you know. And we're all about advocating for self-care and mental health. So, you know, just want to make sure that you know that it's okay to have low self-esteem and feel bad. But if you're feeling bad for a long time, then it could be more, you know? But again, back to the question, on the days where I feel shitty about myself, I personally like to do stuff to get out of it as quickly as possible, because I know I could fall into a depression, and I just ain't got time for that.
Ain't nobody
I don't got time for that, you know what I'm saying? And like, I've been there before where I've had moments where I let myself fall into a depression, because when my grandfather died, I went through it. Or when my father was in the hospital, like you guys know, I went through it. And I know that it happens quickly if you're not aware. But the days where I just feel shitty, like, oh my god, I feel ugly today, whatever, like, I look in the mirror and I'm like, damn, you're fat and ugly. And then 2 seconds later, I don't know, I do something to pull myself out of it. Like, I'll do my hair and makeup. Like, you guys know that I really believe that if you make yourself look good, you're gonna feel better. And I will make it a point to, like, film a video that day or do something to force myself. Because, like I said, I believe if you don't, it can get worse, and I just get scared of that.
No,
I'm like,
I can understand
it's
that.
like the gateway drug to depression.
No, I understand that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I can understand that.
So I'm just like, nope, I'm gonna put makeup on, and you're gonna get out of it. And by the end of the day, most of the time I feel better. And I'm like, girl, I was crying all day, but you know what? I feel better now. I mean, but it happens.
It happens. All I'm saying is that
it's normal.
It's human. It's normal, and
until it gets to the point where it's not normal, then you have to
and never be afraid or embarrassed to seek help, because
we all been there.
Oh yeah, I'm going through therapy now.
Yes. Therapy is a way of life.
Yes.
What is it?
It's bae.
It's what?
Therapy is bae.
That's a t-shirt.
Yeah,
that's a t-shirt.
Therapy is bae. Yes. Copyright. Therapy is bae.
What is a good dupe for the Stila glitter eye makeup you use? The Pop Beauty ones are amazing. The flash shadows. Pixie has the fairy dust, and Forever 21 actually has some that are fantastic, that are exactly like the Stila. So those are your 3 options. They're all way cheaper.
Have you ever tried one from 5 and Below? I thought 5 and Below.
Yes, I tried those too. Yeah, I did a video on it.
I remember. That's why I'm like, I think you did one.
I wouldn't recommend them unless you really are on a budget, because they're only $3. But if you're gonna be that cheap. Forever 21s are like 5 something.
Okay.
And they're way better.
Okay.
So for $2 more, I would go Forever 21. This one's interesting.
Oh boy.
How to stop people from sneak dissing you and disrespecting you.
Block them.
Period. Bye girl, bye boy,
Simple.
bye bitch.
Simples.
If someone sneak dissing you, you don't need them in your life.
Nope.
That's basically, that's the new way of saying subliminal. Remember when we were young?
Subliminal. Very subliminal.
When we were young, everything was subliminals.
Yeah.
Don't throw me subliminals.
Yes.
This person's subliminal.
Yes.
That was what we used to say. Now the kids say sneak dissing. That's like the new phrase. Yeah, if someone throwing shots at you, that ain't your friend.
No.
And if it's a family member and you kind of have to be around them, then you need to confront them.
Yes.
And separate yourself as much as you can to stop that behavior, because nobody should be doing that to you.
Tell them that you ain't no punk.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just passed gas. I'm sorry.
I haven't smelled it yet.
What are your must-haves when it comes to your purse? Things you can't be without.
Tissue.
Really?
My grandmother always told me how you need to have tissue in your purse. Like, you never know if you're needing to use the restroom and there's no bathroom tissue. Like, what are you gonna use? Your sock? I mean, you could, but I'm just saying,
especially
like,
if you got number 2 happening, and I'm a diarrhea girl.
See,
so
always have to have tissue. And
I've been really lucky that that's never happened to me though. Knock on fucking wood.
That's what.
Knock on wood. Like, I get diarrhea a lot. I have a sensitive stomach. It's just like genetics for us, hereditary in my family. But I've never had diarrhea somewhere where there was no tissue and I had to like do something crazy. Thank
don't
God.
wait to that day. So always have a little thing of tissue.
I'm lucky though that I have a man who always has tissue,
So,
like my grandfather.
See?
So that's why I don't carry. But so you always have tissue and a pen.
It's old, yeah. It's
and Tony always has a pen.
Always have a pen.
It is an old school thing. My grandfather was the same way. Always with a lot of tissue.
Yeah,
and pens in his pocket.
Because you never know. Even though you have your phone, listen, you know, the phone may go out or whatever like that. You know, your battery's
and
low.
the pen can be a weapon too if you have to
stab him in the eye. Or stab him in the eye.
If a rapist is trying to get you.
Yeah, stab him in the belly button. And you know,
that sounds really painful.
Well, it's a
good one.
Good one, yeah.
But you carry big bags all the time? Like, you always have a lot of stuff?
No, not all the time. I do switch out my bags quite often, but
I'm the no bag girl. Like, I literally carry my wallet, my keys, and my phone. And if I can, I don't even do that. Like, I'm down to like a wristlet. And then the only extra thing that I carry is like my inhaler, because I'm asthmatic. And so, you know, it's scary if you're somewhere and you can't breathe all of a sudden and, you know, you need your inhaler. So I usually have those things, but I don't carry anything. I think people would be shocked to know that I really don't carry much. Unless I'm going out for the entire day.
Yeah, you need stuff, you know.
Like, if I'm like, okay, today, like for example, when I go visit my dad because he's in another state, and I know I'm leaving at 10 a.m. I'm not going to be back till 10 p.m. I will carry snacks, a little bit of makeup, extra underwear, because I like to stay fresh, and I feel like if I change my underwear, that makes me feel better.
Sure.
And perfume and things like that, you know, my iPad or something maybe.
Yeah.
That's when I'll pack a little bit more for like day trips. But on a regular basis, my bag is like a wallet, keys. Done. I'm like a man.
I haven't gotten to that day.
And like, I don't touch up my makeup. I just bring my lipstick and that's it.
I think only when I'm on a cruise I would pack that light, because because you don't need your wallet on a cruise. You just
what a random thing.
I know.
Only on a cruise.
Only on a cruise. I'd be like, okay, I just need my camera or just my phone or whatever, and an ID. So God forbid anything happens to me, they'll know who I am. But that's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and always have your ID in your wallet. Like,
oh yes.
Always have an ID.
Yes, you always have to have your ID. Let's talk period. Pads, tampons, cup. You can deal with that.
Okay. All right. So I can't really even deal with it so much because I'm on the Marina, right? I've been on the Marina for about what should I say?
13.
About 13 years. Yeah.
She's an OG.
About 13. Oh, maybe not 13. Maybe it was like, if I was in the 9, I carry the 1. Minus, I would say about maybe 9 years. Yeah, maybe 9 years.
Hella long.
All I know
That's how long I've been with my husband.
All I know is that I've been on the Marina, so I don't get my menstrual very often. However,
so you don't get PMS every month?
No.
Nice.
But I do go through the symptoms whenever I do get my period, which is like, it lasts a day or two, and it's really like, you can get a wad of tissue and you're good. Honestly, a wad of tissue, but a panty liner, I don't need a thick pad. But back in the day, high school, I needed a thick pad. My mom,
I used to wear like 2.
Yeah, my mom,
it was bad.
My mom suffers from heavy flows, and she uses the medical chucks.
What's that?
Those like wee pads for the dog. Like, she lays that in her underwear. Mom, I'm sorry.
She's exposing
all your information.
You're exposed, Mom.
Exposed. But she uses the chucks because, you know, who wants to wake up and goddamn have to change your sheets and wash them, and you know what I mean? So to prevent that, she just used the like dog wee pads, or the medical chucks that people use, you know, for bedridden people, whatever like that. So
that's intense.
It's very intense. It's very intense. She has very heavy flow. But back in the day, I would I would be between a pad and a tampon. Tampons, because, you know, you want to go swimming, or you want to...
You used tampons in high school?
Yeah. Later in high school I did, but it was very uncomfortable, especially the first time. It was just like, you put this where? Yeah. Like, it's so...
Sometimes I still struggle with not putting it deep enough.
Right, and because sometimes you feel it go...
And then you're like, fuck. And I'm not gonna lie, this might be TMI, but there have been times where I'm like, I don't feel like doing this again. And I will, like, take the applicator and, like, push it
further in
to push the tampon in, because I'm like, I'm not pulling this shit out and doing all this again.
Yeah, how else would you? And
I've even used my finger to do it before, because I have a nail, and I'll just push it in there.
Yeah, push it in.
Because you can feel when it's like not deep enough. Because you're not supposed to feel it at all.
Right.
So if you feel any discomfort, it's not deep enough.
Now, for me with those cups, right? Now
I never tried that.
I've never tried it. I'm not about that life anyway. But I'm not. I've never tried it. However, the concept.
Tell them how you really feel.
The concept. Listen, ladies. The concept of it, just like it's like, okay, let's just say, wait, hold on. I'm just like, the concept, from my understanding.
FYI, Jackie Ina uses this. She says she uses them, and it's like life-changing.
I don't know, but the concept of it, it's like what? It's a latex-like type of cup that you squish up and you put in you, right? And it sits just like a tampon, right? Just like a tampon, but it's reusable, right? So you wash it. So, like, what if you go into a public bathroom, and it's one of those stalls that doesn't have a sink inside,
like a bar in New York City? So,
like, what are you doing? Like, in a full bathroom, coming out of a
like, do you have blood on your hands?
Like, I don't understand. That's why I was like, the concept makes no sense to me. So now you're taking it out and you're dumping it in the toilet, and then you're dumping it in the toilet. And I'm guessing you don't, I mean, maybe you wipe it down with tissue and then you put it back up. Like, is that what it is? Like,
we need clarification, y'all, because we don't know, and I'm not trying to sound ignorant in this bitch, but, like, I don't know nothing about that life, and I just don't have time for that.
I struggle.
But I understand for people who have, you know, their fear of tampons, because apparently there's so many chemicals.
Right.
All this stuff in there, and blah blah blah, and they're bad for the environment, and they're taxed, and I know there's a lot going on with reproductive rights legally and financially, how it is for us and everything. But y'all,
so then that's where I can appreciate. I can appreciate and understand the
trying to lower your carbon footprint.
Absolutely,
girl, yes, more power to you.
Absolutely.
But let's keep it real.
But carry a baby.
Let's keep it real, right? We fat. And, like, I don't know about you, but it ain't that easy to be all up in there.
And when your
stomach in the way, your thighs in the way,
and it's those small what do you call it, bathroom stalls, and you're really like hovering.
Barely white.
Yeah, you're like hovering, and you got your jeans behind you, and you're like,
you mean like fighting?
Like, it's just too much. Like,
did I get it? Did I wipe?
And you just like,
yes, sis.
And then what about those doors that is just like, they have those bathroom doors that go inside.
Oh,
what
I hate that. Then you gotta damn near sit on the toilet to open the door.
Just to get, like, to get out of the bathroom. Why? What? It's so ill.
I'm done.
Like, ill or, like.
If we were on live, this would be really funny right now.
Yeah. So. Next time we should do that.
Yeah, we should. Okay. Next question, because that was just.
Makes no sense.
How do you tell a man when he's not pleasing you mentally or physically or emotionally? How do you deal with fights with your spouse or boyfriend in a positive way? It's from the same person, so I just read both at the same time.
So the first question.
How do you tell a man he's not pleasing you? In every way, pretty much. She said mentally, physically, and emotionally. So sis, you know how you tell him you break up.
I'm sorry. This is not... Thank you for your services. This is not working for me.
Or your lack of service.
Yeah,
clearly.
Lack of service.
Thank you for nothing.
Thank you.
There's a Mariah Carey song called Thanks for Nothing.
Thanks for
Play it.
Yeah.
And then play the new song. Why don't you get the fuck out? Did you hear that song?
Yes.
I love that song. Then you play that song. Like you play the Thanks for Nothing, and then you play the Get the Fuck Out, and you tell him to get the out.
To the left, you know.
Everything. Nah, clearly I would throw out your shit. I actually had an ex in high school who dead was like, oh, where's my stuff? And I was like, oh.
Gone.
Because we stayed friends after for a long time. Okay. So I thought I guess he thought it was going to be like, oh, where's my stuff?
Yeah,
and I was like,
no.
Your stuff is in a dumpster in Staten Island.
Sorry, dude.
Bye. What you thought? I wasn't keeping none of your shit.
You were
especially with my new dude in the house. You think I'm gonna have your sweaters in my house with my man there? You think I'm gonna disrespect my man like that? What's wrong with you? Daddy. That's daddy. And you are the dog.
Bye-bye.
How do you deal with fights with your spouse or boyfriend in a positive way?
Talk. Communication.
And if you're too mad to say something positive and you're too mad and all you doing is saying rude things and nasty
that's not the right way to go,
then just stop the conversation and come back to it.
Yeah.
Because you cannot take back things you've said.
Yeah. And
I've learned this being that I got in a relationship so young with my husband. I was 18 when we got together and now I'm 27, and so I've grown up so much, but there are things I wish I could take back, and I'm sure for him too, that we've said that maybe our relationship could be even better if we hadn't said those things or whatever the case is. So just take the time to think about what you're gonna say. And I know it's hard because we don't do it all that often, but if you make it a practice to stop yourself and not say things when you're angry, you'll have, you know, more positive fights, because there is a way to fight without being disgusting. And think about it this way: the things that you would say to a stranger in the street that you really want to hurt because you don't care about them, why would you say that to the person you're supposed to love more than anyone? Don't, you know what I mean? Like, remember that that's the person that you're supposed to love more than anyone. And you don't want to talk to them the way you would talk to some random bitch in the street. And sometimes when we get angry, we talk like that to the person we're mad at, even if we love them. We go into fighting mode like it's the ghetto or it's the street or whatever. And you got to remember, like, I shouldn't treat that person that way. Not that you should treat anybody that way, but just remember specifically and more importantly that you should think a little bit more about how you're going to treat them. And that might help you stop yourself. And that's just me preaching to me and to you. What are your inexpensive... Oh, she asked 2 questions. Okay. So what are some brands that you would suggest for someone starting to dabble in makeup? Wet n Wild. I would say start at the drugstore. I think everybody would say that. Also...
Yeah, because you can return.
Well, Sephora and also you can too.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so, and Sephora you can return without receipt. Or not return. You get store credit or exchange. You don't get your money back. But it's a good place that if you do lose the receipt, or if you like something for a week and then you realize you don't, you can still return it or exchange it.
Now I smell it.
Where? How? It was trapped in the seat.
Toasty.
It brewed for you. I hate you right now.
It smells like walnuts.
Interesting. Well, that's better than shit.
Yes. Go ahead. Sorry, go ahead. It just tickled my nose. But go ahead.
Also, what are some inexpensive and expensive essentials that you should have in your makeup bag? Oh. Inexpensive. I think lip gloss is something you can do inexpensive. You can't really go wrong with lip gloss. So
what about for people who don't like that sensation when the hair gets trapped on the lip gloss?
Well, then don't wear lip gloss.
Oh. Like that.
Because ain't nothing else you can do, sis.
Put your hair up. Put your hair up.
Just
put your hair up, girl.
As far as expensive, I would say setting powder is one of those things that cheap setting powders just don't do it for me. Mostly, I don't really like, or cheap bronzers is another product I have yet to, I mean, obviously I'm sure there are some cheaper ones, but for me, bronzers, certain powders are hard. The camera stopped, so bronzers, I feel like you cannot find decent cheap ones, in my opinion. I'm just not about that life. I think expensive bronzers have always been better, in my opinion. Becca, Hourglass, Urban Decay. What else? I also like expensive foundations. I know a lot of people advocate for drugstore foundations, and there are some really good ones. I really like the Almay one that I just told you guys about on Instagram. I did like a little mini tutorial. It has salicylic acid, which is a acne fighting ingredient. So if you have breakouts like me, it's a great foundation that actually does have really good coverage. But a lot of drugstore foundations, they go on great, but they either oxidize, they don't last all day, or the color selection is bad. That's my 3 main issues with drugstore foundations. So I tend to like expensive foundations. What else? Like brow gel, you can get inexpensive because you can't really go wrong with that. Mascaras, hands down, drugstore mascaras are the best. Like for example, Lash Paradise is an exact dupe of Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. Amazing, amazing. CoverGirl Lash Blast is a classic. Falsies by Maybelline is a classic. Yeah, those kinds of things. Lipstick, I would go high end. That's just my preference. So those are some of my opinions on that. But of course, everyone finds different gems, and you just have to practice. I mean, the sucky thing about makeup is that you don't know until you try. And it's so subjective, because it's your experience is always going to be different than other people's experience. So you're not going to know until you buy and try yourself. So yeah, you kind of have to play around until you find things that work for you. Okay, let's see. Do we have any more? Can you give out some dating advice?
Oh my God.
Go ahead, girl. What advice would you give single women to stay confident? There you go.
Oh boy. So,
I'm married now, so don't ask me nothing about being single. I'm done with that.
I guess I'm the resident single here.
Taking a nap now.
Yeah, I'm a resident single here.
I haven't been single in 9 years, y'all, so don't ask me nothing.
And I've only been single over a year now. Yeah. And I came out of a long-term relationship. 9 years. And before that, it was like 5. So we're
in the same-ish boat, because we both are serial monogamists.
Yes, I am.
Both been in relationships since we were young.
Yes.
Both relatively, I wouldn't say inexperienced, but I don't think either of us are the most experienced in dating, because I've never been like a Tinder dater. I didn't date in that era. Yeah. When I was dating, it was still MySpace and
meeting people in real life.
And meeting people, which I met Antonio in real life.
Right.
So yeah.
I find that the most times when you meet someone, it's usually within your job, school, or a mutual friend, or commonality.
You have like a natural contour, or did you do
that?
I
did that.
Yo, it looks really natural.
I think I have a natural contour though. I don't know what it is.
Yes, you do. When you talk, you can see the depth it goes in.
It's something like
bitch got natural cheekbones and shit. Diddy, hey. I know he getting in my panties. I know he getting in my Our theme song when we walk in. If we do this as a series, we should sing it every time we start.
But we have to make our own type of thing, because it's kind of probably copywritten. Anyway.
Oh, you think so?
Oh yeah, we probably
booty. I know he want that booty. No. He see me shaking that booty.
Okay. Well, I would say, or some common out, like church, or the gym, or so or maybe clubbing, you know, dance class,
that's something. Your thing, girl.
Yeah, that's something. But so yeah, and I tend to have met any guys that I've dealt with in real life. Like, so I've tried online dating. I can't stand the ghosting. I was like,
we coming out for that.
Yeah, coming out of the relationship, and you know, I gave myself a couple of months, and then I was just like, girl, let's you know, I'm too young for this. Like, let me check this out. Let me try out some of these dating apps. I think I did Plenty of Fish.
You know, I didn't know that was a real thing.
Yeah, Plenty of Fish.
I thought it was like a joke.
Right? No.
And then I found out it was real, and I was like, oh.
Yeah. Did that. I did OK Cupid. I did that one too.
I know that one.
And I think did one more, like, interracial match or something like that.
Oh, she getting
flavorful. I like all. I like all who loves me back. You know?
I hear that, sis.
Who
get
has
you.
Yes.
Get you all the flavors.
Yes, I have. Yes, I do. I enjoy all the 31 flavors. Anyway,
I tend to go towards the chocolate variety.
But
it's my favorite flavor. What can I say?
With the variety who treats
shows
me,
you love.
Shows me love. I go with that. And if you're a good person, if I'm attracted to you, and all this other stuff. Anyway.
So how do you stay confident, I guess, in this dating climate with all the ghosting?
With all the ghosting, and that was kind of tough.
Question yourself at all?
It made me question myself, because it was like, I don't know, like, with all the comparisons of all the other females, like, I didn't see much plus size women necessarily on that site, or on those sites.
And then you get fetishized.
Yeah, you get fetishized. Yeah. I haven't experienced that, honestly. Okay. I have not, but you know, it was just weird for me. It was weird. And then the guys that I was getting in contact with, like I said, you would start texting, and you'd start to exchanging numbers now, and now you're texting, you know, off the app, and then slowly but surely, they're gone. They just ghost. I'm like, this is goddamn annoying. So I just closed all those apps, because it became very...
Yeah, it's like psychologically draining.
Yeah, it is very draining. So I just couldn't do it. So now, you know, whoever I meet in real life, I rather spend the time with.
I agree. If I was single, I wouldn't. I think I would go on those apps. Like, let's say, God forbid, I ended up divorced and I had to start dating again. Knock on wood.
Yeah.
Although I'm a believer in divorce, if I'm unhappy, I'm leaving. Absolutely, so I'm not about that, like, staying depressed life.
Yeah.
But obviously I don't want to go in that direction. No. But if I had to, like, let's say in another world, I was dating again, I think I would go on those apps to make myself feel better at first, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So, like, go on dates, have fun, get out there again.
That's if you get to the date.
Right?
Because they just
But even the talking can be exhilarating. It can be exciting. It's fun. That's one thing I loved about being single.
Yes, all the compliments.
That fun part.
All the compliments. You're just like, oh, well, okay.
And the fun part of getting to know someone and the excitement of something new. Yeah. That's very fun.
That's after you get over, especially coming out of a long relationship.
The sadness.
The sadness and the
fear.
The fear, and also the exertion of, like, oh, I gotta get to know somebody else now.
That's my worst fear.
Like, I gotta
tell them everything again.
I gotta tell them everything again, and I gotta make sure that they're an honest, good person. Like,
it takes a long time to trust that,
and
to
build that
see
trust in someone.
That from someone to get to the point where you trust them.
It's work.
But I guess if I had to give advice, I would say, like she said, if it's getting draining, get off of it and stop trying so hard. And I always feel like now that I'm married, or even before when I was engaged and in a serious relationship, I always feel like I can't give advice, because I feel like people take you wrong when you're married or in a serious relationship. Like, they take everything you say like you think you're better.
Okay.
And so I always feel bad giving advice. But since you're asking, I'm gonna give it.
Right.
I think a lot of single people try too hard to make something happen, and they look too hard instead of letting things happen. So if my advice would be, get off the apps, just live your life.
Yeah.
focus on yourself. And when you focus on yourself and you accomplish things and you set goals and you focus on those things that are going to make you a better person outside of any relationship, you will start to feel confident no matter what. And I think you'll attract what's supposed to happen for you naturally.
The law of attraction, I believe that.
And you know, sometimes if you seem, not you at all,
no,
I'm saying other people who seem desperate and who are on these apps just constantly looking for something and just dying for something to happen, people sense that and it's not attractive. And you have to just live your life and be normal and just chill. Like, I met Antonio through a mutual friend. He had just moved to New York and the friend was like, hey, this guy just moved here, he needs friends, let's all hang out. We hung out. It turned out we lived close to each other and we became friends.
It's organic.
And it was like completely just natural. Wasn't even in my mindset that I was gonna meet my husband. I was 18. I know for some people that might be too young. And I wasn't thinking at all. Like, back in high school, I was a player. I thought I was gonna be single for a long time. But when it happens and it's right, it happens. Maybe some people think I was too young. Fine, that's whatever. But my point is just to let things happen organically, and not be focused on trying to make a relationship happen. So I think sometimes the insecurity and the low self-esteem comes from looking so much for something and not getting it, and then you start to doubt yourself. Whereas if you focus on yourself and just do you, that confidence is going to be there. And people ghosting you are not going to bother you. No. And it's attractive.
And it's attracted to the right one. To the right one, that's attractive. You know, to the wrong one, they're just like,
oh yeah,
oh, she's full of herself, or
that too.
Oh, she's full of herself, blah, blah. But with the right one, they'd be like, oh, she's
focused on herself.
She's focused. She got her own thing. And she ain't relying on me.
Exactly. And I think that gives them that desire to chase you, because they have to prove now that they can give you something that you can't give yourself.
Right.
When you have
to compliment me now.
Exactly.
You have to compliment me.
Because if there's so much space that's unoccupied in your life, it's easy for them to occupy a little bit and then you feel like you got something. But if your life is full and there's really no space for them, they're gonna try to make it in there, because now they're like, oh shit, she don't need me, like I gotta try now. And this goes for like gay, straight, trans, whatever you are. The other person, if they like you and they see that you're like living your life and you're doing your own thing, they're gonna be like, wow, like I want to be part of that. You know what I mean? In a healthy way.
Not like in a leech way. We don't want that.
What things anybody can do to be a full-time beauty influencer? You should do a webinar on this.
Oh, that's you.
I was thinking about that, but that's something that takes a lot of planning, preparation, and I like to do things the right way, and I want to have the right materials, and I feel like that's gonna come in the future when I feel established enough to do that. As far as becoming a full-time beauty influencer, I thank God I had my husband, who wasn't my husband at the time, but he believed in me and he took on responsibility of the finances while I did that. Plus I was in college, so, and I was a freelancer, so I wasn't not working, I just didn't have like a full-time job or whatever. But he really believed in me and let me kind of do that. So my situation was a little bit different because I had that ability to focus on it, whereas most people can't just give up everything and start doing that and not make money and say this is my job. You have to be making money. You can't just not make money and say, oh, but I'm working. Like, no.
You have to have that 9 to 5.
You have to have something until it starts becoming lucrative. So my advice would be to hustle as much as you can. And on the weekends when you don't work, take that time to make the content that you want to make. And then throughout the week, you can post that content. A lot of people are lazy. I'm just going to flat out say it. They don't put the work that you have to put into this. It's not all glamorous. I'm exhausted all the fucking time. Elena is exhausted, excuse me. I got to change. I got to remind myself, because if I don't change, if I don't correct myself, I won't change it. And I want to say it the way you say it. It's your name.
Elena. But my mom calls me.
She calls you what?
She calls me Elena.
God damn it, Mom.
She calls me Elena. My dad calls me Nee.
Nee?
Nee.
Like a Scotch neat?
Yeah, my aunt calls me Num Num.
This bitch got so many names.
I got a lot of names. So I'd be like, sometimes I'd be like, just call me Lena. Like,
I'm gonna call you Num Num.
Yeah, Num Num. She, hey, Num
Num Num.
Num Num.
That is so funny.
She call me Num Num. It's true.
It's very exhausting, and you really, if it was easy, I mean, you think everybody's doing it, but they're not. If it was easy, everyone would have millions of subscribers and money and doing all this glamorous shit, and they would have the, you know, the life and everything. It's consistency. It's a lot of work. Consistency. And a lot of people, when they don't see the fruits of the labor that they want to see so quickly, they give up. And that's another thing. You have to be willing to do this for a long time before you see anything. And then you might see a big jump, and then it might plateau. And you still got to keep going. And a lot of people are not willing to do that. So just know that it's a lot more work than you think it is. You know, okay, yeah, so we can stop here. We can do another one another time.
Yeah, because I thought that was enough. Yeah, we did a lot. We did a lot of questions. You got a lot to edit.
Yeah.
Like, you got a lot of
okay, so leave us comments, questions, concerns. Let us know what you want us to call this, if we want to do more. We want to know your thoughts about what we said. If I offended anyone, please don't be mean.
Oh yeah, no.
Correct me in the way you find fit, because we're all here to learn from each other, and we should uplift each other as women, as people, as humans, as whatever, as organisms.
Yes.
We should respect each other. So let's be respectful, let's educate, let's love, let's empower, and yeah, let's have a good time and party.
Hold down.
She has a stomach virus, and now I'm sick.
Look, I've been able to hold down things. So if I'm able to hold down, then that's something within you.
Call out the video.
Bye guys.
Bye guys.
Bye guys.